All right, hello. Hello and welcome to the fourth and hopefully final stream of Dead Space. I'm just going to adjust some volume here a little bit, and then we will get ready to begin here. I think everything sounds good. Let's go ahead and begin. Ooh. Hopefully this will be the last stream of Dead Space. I'm planning on finishing tonight. So we'll see what happens.
Things are looking up. A military ship just docked in, the USM Valor. I don't know what it was doing out there. It must have gotten our distress signal. We can't talk to it until the comms array is fixed. I'm gonna hack the door to communications for you. Get in there and find the comms control station.
I will warn you guys, like, as I said in the previous stream, it's been warm in the area that I live in, and it was the warmest today, so it's made for a particularly warm evening in this room. I think we sold the stuff we wanted to sell last time. Yeah. I think we're good for now.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Hopefully the stream quality is good tonight. I didn't have to mess with any settings, and it looks like everything's streaming at good quality here, so. I knew one of them was going to hit me. At least they hit pretty quick. Where the next guy is. There's still someone. Oh. He's hiding, that's why. Okay.
Quarantine lifted.
Yay. Thank God. Oh boy. This shit. Can't I go down? There we go. There we go.
Isaac, the door to communications is open. But I've been getting some weird feedback spikes on the local comms. I think someone's listening in on us, so be careful.
Oh boy. Oh, there's... where do I want to save this save? Let's put it there. Why not? We're in bad shape here. Out of ammo for everything but this gun. Problem is I don't think I can just run past this guy. Well, I can, I'm sure. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to go back and buy ammo. Oh man. Because I think this thing just gives me a health pack. Oh, let's see. Where was that ammo thing? Oh, that's right. I had to ride an elevator and everything. Fun. What level were we on? I don't know. We'll go to level 2. And I apologize, guys. I don't have the chat pulled up at the moment. I have to... Next time I get a break here, I'll pull the chat up. I just realized that. Not where I wanted to go. Let's see. I mean, plasma gun's my best gun now, so I might as well fill up on that. Buy some line racks too. Give me a second to pull up the chat here. I apologize, guys. Pause the game really quick here. Hey, how are you doing? Sorry, I didn't have the chat pulled up. I realized that halfway through here. Alright, let's see if we can't put this guy down with the plasma gun. affects me every single time. But it does. Oh, I'm doing okay tonight. Tired. Haven't been feeling the best all day, but I've been getting over something all week, so. Bad news. Super bad news for me. Probably gonna die because I can't get a good grip on this right now. It was my fault too because I didn't save before this part. Like how that thing was using cover. Did I get anything good out of that? Is that a ruby semiconductor? Cool. Well, that's at least worth something. It's like it's at a point here. Like, do I even want to save right now? I guess because I can always just load a different save. But fudge. I don't even remember what technical number. I guess just look at the time code. Whatever. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind next time. I gotta get ammo for that gun now. I don't have ammo for it. It's part of the problem here.
Communications log. First contact.
No. Yes. I'm in such shit shape right now. Like, I just need a health pack.
Communications array offline. A service technician has been notified.
That comms array is in bad shape. We need at least 6 workstations for a strong enough signal.
A small map, like, thanks game. Thanks for that.
No power gaps.
A small one. I guess it's better than nothing. I think something was stuck up there, but I guess not. A small one, like, thanks game. Thanks for that. That's better than nothing. Might as well save over there. Whoops, that was over here. So I feel like something's coming up. It's probably shitty. So. Let's see. I kind of wanted to save in each chapter, but I can't. I see I've kind of screwed myself on that. So. Maybe I'll get a health pack in here. Actually, it looks like I did.
power node too. That's not bad. What's in here? I should really pay attention to what I'm picking up sometimes. It's too bad there's not a store out here. I thought there was a bench, but maybe that was back. Whatever, let's move on. Oh, I'm sure this is some sort of anti-grav bullshit.
Entering zero gravity.
Look at all the garbage in here I have to face. Well, you know what? Let's first things first. Whatever, the game's slowly giving me this shit, so I can't complain too much. Oh, I see. Is there ones that are... Oh, I get it. Okay. This is actually kind of an interesting puzzle. No, that's not. I didn't want to take that out. Or actually, I guess I did. Because then you have to fix the broken ones. Where did that one that was fixed go now? Shit. Fly away. Or do they all have to be in one? So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, obviously I don't have enough pieces for the whole thing. So I assume you just pull out the bad ones first. And that didn't work. This is. Actually, that was worth it. It's a broken one too. Wait, wouldn't you just put one all the way around the middle, or not the middle, but the front here? One on each side? That would make sense to me. Oh, let's see here. actually stand on this thing? That's kind of cool. Probably doing this puzzle completely wrong, but this is what I'm gonna try.
Communications array realigned.
Oh, I actually did it correctly.
Messages can now be received.
That's it. It's working. Get back to communications and use the control
I'm on the
panel to send our
glass.
coordinates to the Valor.
That puzzle was just me guessing, honestly. I had no idea that was how you solved it. I guess that was a lucky guess. We're in better shape now, so we'll use one of these for the hell of it. Gosh, I have so many saves in this chapter. Whatever, it's fine. Much more fun than the puzzle last night, I'll say that.
This is USM Valor, widecasting on all frequencies to USG Ishimura in response to your SOS. We've picked up your escape pod, number 47, and are en route to your position. This message will repeat every 30 seconds until you respond.
What? Isn't that the escape pod Hammond jettisoned? One of those things was on board. No. No, this isn't going to happen. USM Valor. Come in, Valor. Our signal isn't strong enough. I'm going to open the blast doors to boost the signal.
Error. Blast door blockage detected. Please contact a repair technician.
Shit! Isaac!
Well,
there's
that's
something
me,
big on the hull
the
of
repair
ship, directly
technician.
above the comms array. Something organic. I don't know what it is, and I don't care. We have to get the doors open to transmit to the Valor. You should have a clear shot from ADS Cannon 48. Get to the cannon and blow it out into space.
Oh, good, we get to take another ride. Actually, this is kind of cool. That was a good one. Sure. I'm low on plasma ammo now. I was gonna say, I knew there was a bench coming up. We have what, 2 power nodes? So we'll keep going with the plasma cutter because that's what I like putting this shit into. Another save? Sure, why not? Just save over the same one here. It's funny, I had a chance to play some more Evil Within today. I still haven't finished it. I think I'm well past the halfway point in that game now, but I've enjoyed playing that game more than I enjoyed Resident Evil 7 this year. So, like, we'll see if that game can maintain its focus through the whole thing. But so far, it's been really good. Like, I'm surprised how much I liked it because I went in with very low expectations. Very low expectations. So, Now they're gonna give me another power node, right? I don't know. I can't say anything about Prey because I bought Prey on PC, and my PC was had a terrible time with that game. So I played maybe like 5 hours of that game, but literally the 5 hours I played was that game freezing up and locking. I have no problems running literally any other PC game on this computer, but that game for some reason. Glitchy as hell. That being said, I reinstalled it when I got this new hard drive, and it seemed like it was okay, but I played it for like 5 minutes, so that's not enough to tell if it was my hard drive, my previous hard drive is what was giving me problems with that game, but it was a bummer. It was a real bummer.
Damn it! Spawn!
And because I didn't buy that game digitally on Steam, I couldn't get a Steam refund either, so like, it was just a huge bummer. People that I've talked to that have played Prey really like it, so...
Isaac! Isaac, are you there? Thank God you're alright. I've been trying to reach you. Someone's been blocking my rig signal remotely. A crash must have interrupted the signal block.
Hammond, where have you been?
Surviving. Barely. I found some med supplies and patched myself up. Listen. I'm calling aboard on the mission. Fuck the CEC and fuck the chain of command. We have to get the hell out of here. I think I've located a shuttle on the crew deck. Flight log says it needs a new singularity core, but we can probably salvage one from the Valor. Oof. I can see the tail end of it sticking out from the side of the Ishimura. I'm headed down there now to find a way inside. I'll meet you there. Hammond out.
Isaac, if what he says is true about the shuttle, we might have a chance of getting out of here. Head to the cargo bay and see if you can help Hammond. In his condition, he may not last long.
Save, so I don't have to do that again.
Yeah, I saw there's a bunch of games on PSN on sale right now. I was looking through them last night. I actually bought some game called Abyss Odyssey. So we'll see what that's like. It looked kind of cool. It was only $3, so I can't really complain. They had a lot of good sales. I saw, like, I would buy, there's that PS2 to PS4 version of Resident Evil Code Veronica, and that's down to like 3 something as well. The only downfall of that game is it's the PS2 version, and they did a pretty good remaster on PS3 and 360. I'd rather have that version because it will look better. So that's what kind of stopped me from buying that version. They have a Halloween sale going the next 2 weeks, so I'll probably hold off and see what they put on sale this week. But the only game I bought was that Abyss Odyssey game because I wanted to see what that was all about because it looked kind of like a Metroidvania game. It looked kind of interesting. Like I said, The Evil Within 2, I'll hopefully be done with that so I can put a review up on the channel here by the end of this week. That's my plan, but I've liked what I've played of it thus far a lot, a real lot. So if that game can maintain the whole way through, then it's definitely one of the best games I've played this year. But we'll see. I mean, it could all fall apart at the end, but I don't think it will, but you never know. I don't like Resident Evil 0, and this will be controversial opinion, is my least favorite Resident Evil in the main series, not counting things like Dead Aim and Operation Raccoon City and that kind of stuff, because I'm not counting that as mainline. But like I like Resident Evil 6 more than I like 0, if we're being honest. It's just the item box. That's the thing that kills me for that game. I hate that they took that out. It's just such a bummer. I mean, it's up to you. Like, you can get Resident Evil 7 now, or you can wait until the end of middle of December and get that Game of the Year version that has everything. But again, I would tell you, like, what I've played of the DLC, I didn't think it was really that great. So it seems like overkill. I don't know, I think I played all the DLC in Resident Evil 7, and it's whatever. I didn't think it was horrible, but I didn't think it was like the greatest either. I should really commit one to air. Am I supposed to go this way? Oh, okay. Oh, that's my fault. Use that fast. end of next week, I'll be playing Super Mario Odyssey. That's what I'll be playing. Pumped for that game. I really hope that game turns out well. I think it. I mean, I think out of all the games coming out this fall, that's like the no-brainer game. If it'll be good or not, but.
Isaac! Good, you made it inside. Listen, I just found the munitions log for the Valor. I don't think their presence here is a coincidence. They're not on reconnaissance and they're not on patrol. This ship is prepped for war. They're on a seek and destroy mission. Do you hear me?
Isaac, I've lost him again. No signal from Hammond's rig. Find the Singularity Core and get the hell out of there.
So yeah, I think my only 2 games in November for sure games are Battlefront 2 and Mario. Well, Mario Odyssey is the end of this month, I guess, but and Wolfenstein at some point I'll pick up, and then I'll probably buy stuff on Black Friday, but. Oops, I didn't mean to back out of that. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of plasma ammo. What are we at here for credits? It's not terrible. I'm personally more of a fan of the 2D side-scrolling Marios than I am the 3D stuff, so that's why this game will be interesting for me. Although I did like Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U, I thought that game was actually okay. I feel like I should buy more rounds. Was there a safe spot around here? Whatever, I guess not. That's kind of weird, but okay.
Entering zero gravity.
Isaac, one of the Valor's weapons ripped open in the crash. Those green orbs you see are highly radioactive, and the Valor's airlock has sealed itself. You're going to have to throw those into space before you can get into the ship.
Radioactive material removed. Radioactive material removed. Radioactive material removed. Radioactive material removed.
Keeps hitting me.
Radioactive material removed.
Oh, I didn't realize. Piece of shit. This is back when developers, like, last generation was the last really great generation for, I feel like, a lot of new single-player stuff, whereas this generation, like, sure, there's been some good stuff, but I feel like there was a lot more innovation, a lot more new franchises, and a lot more new shit. This generation started poorly. Just remaster.
Released.
Granted, some of them were worth it, but still. It's not to say there have been bad games. Like, there's definitely been some good games and some originality this generation, but not near the level of last generation.
You're looking for will be in the engine room at the back of the ship. I'm reading massive damage, so you may need to find an alternate route to get there.
The loot crate thing is whatever to me. Like, I mean, for me personally, I just don't really buy that stuff. I don't even think when I played Overwatch I bought any loot crates in that, because it just was easy to just play a couple matches and level up. So.
The infection process is doing something strange to these soldiers. They all have built-in stasis units in their body armor. The infection is merging the stasis unit into their flesh or something, making them move fast. Real fast. Be careful.
Microtransactions, yeah, I'll give you that. They haven't been great this generation. I mean, that's one of the biggest things I'll say about Evil Within 2 is, like, that game has no season pass, has no tacked on shit, no loot crates, no microtransactions of any kind. Like, that is the most complete, like, $60 game I've bought this year. But I feel like I bought the complete game day one, which is really cool. I don't even think they've announced, like, that doesn't mean they can't do DLC down the road, because they probably will, but I mean, the first one had a season pass. That's why I just thought it was interesting. Like, they just put that game out. It's done. It's like, if you look at Bethesda, like, they're even doing one for Wolfenstein, which, you know, that's fine, whatever, I guess, but I mean, think about all the other big games that have come out this year. I mean, the only other ones that didn't have, like, a season pass or something, I would say, like, Persona 5. Because, like, look, even Zelda has a season pass, which I bought. Not right away, mind you. I waited till that first DLC came out, but I haven't even played any of that season pass. I haven't even finished Zelda. I played 75 hours of that game, and then I told myself I have to move on to Persona and some other games, and I need to go back and finish it, but I did really like Zelda, what I played. You know, the 75 hours I put into that game.
I'm tracking your position, but it doesn't look like I can reach you. This damn ship was nearly shared in half. I made it to the bridge. It's a mess here. These poor bastards didn't stand a chance. I'm going to override all door locks so you can get to the engine room. I'll try and catch up with you there.
Like at this point, I'd honestly, and this will be an unpopular opinion, but I would honestly be okay if developers, if they just decided, hey, you know what, video games are $70 now, but we're not doing season passes and microtransactions and that bullshit anymore. Like if that's what it took. Like if that's what it took to where is this thing? Like for real though, like if that's what it took, oh I know but if that's what it took, where they could come to an agreement of like, okay, well the only way this is gonna work is if you guys do this way, I would gladly pay $70. I would probably buy less games day one, but I would gladly pay that if I didn't have to see microtransactions and loot crates and all this other garbage anymore.
Mr. Clark, I need to speak.
I think that's a fair trade. Now, if they were coming out like, well, games are going to be $90, that's different. Like, I feel like a $10 hike, kind of like we got, you know, 12 years ago, is fair.
If you really can repair the shuttle, there is a better use.
I mean, some games did the trade-off with DLC correctly too. Like I look at something like Halo 5 or Gears 4, where they put all the DLC out for free and they added microtransactions in, but I didn't feel like the microtransactions hindered the game in any way. So I'm okay when they do stuff like that, as long as it doesn't hinder the game and the microtransactions are like cosmetic and stuff. It's when they turn games into a pay-to-win scenario is when it gets really disgusting. And I heard there's a little bit of that in Shadow of War, hence why I didn't buy that game right away. But I just wasn't, I don't know, something about that game just didn't interest me right away. I'm trying to remember, like, I don't think I played the first one right away either. I think I waited a couple of months and played it after it came out. And I remember liking it, but... Oh, shit. Oh, and then the door's shut behind me. Cool. Open the door. Is he waiting? He's probably waiting right here. Yeah, he's literally waiting right there. It's dumb. There was no way I could get around that guy. What do we got here? Yeah, I felt like Titanfall 2 was another game that did it correctly too. It's just, I mean, but Titanfall 2 is a game that needed to because of when they put that game out. I still maintain if they would have held on to that game till about March of this year, it would have sold better and people would have talked about it more than they did. Because like it had good word of mouth when it came out, but it was sandwiched in between two really big games that were already destined to be better. So that's the unfortunate part. If they would have held on to that game till like March of this year, when there wasn't like, I mean there still was big games, but not like big shooters, I think that game would have been way more successful, sales-wise. Well, I think EA also knew in that situation that they had to do that because that game wasn't going to sell even more if they would have decided, oh hey, wait, can I go right to this one? I guess I can, but I'm trying to think of where I want to put this next. I'm trying to think of what I want to dump it in. Make the line gun do more damage. Oh, it was EA's fault for putting that game out when they did. If, like, again, if they would have put that game out at a different time of year, the game would have done way better. And those, I don't think there'll be a Titanfall 3 simply because of how poor the game did sales-wise. And those people are working on a Star Wars game now, so, and some VR thing too, so. I forgot I can't kill those people. Star Wars one's still a bummer. The problem is they want to make that game a loot-based Destiny type game, and they were already projecting that game they were making before to come out in 2019, so that's got to put that game back another year or two. So like, the market's probably going to be way different in 5 years. So I just think that that whole thing is a poor decision.
Down initiated.
I haven't used it yet. I'll use it in a minute here. Want to try it. There sure are a lot of things to fight here. Shit. Well, I mean, they paid an exorbitant amount of money for that Star Wars license, so I mean, that's what you're gonna do when you pay that kind of money to make that. Is you're gonna put every studio on a Star Wars game. You want to saturate the market with Star Wars. Which again, that's only gonna work so long, especially like putting out a Star Wars movie every year. It's only gonna work so long until people start coming numb to it, and then they're gonna have to slow down. Thing is, it won't happen until at least after this trilogy that we're on right now, because it's a trilogy, so people are into that. And I honestly always think, like, if you keep coming out with movies that are Star Wars episode, you know, whatever, people are gonna go. It's these side story ones, I think, that people are gonna start being like, I don't really care anymore. I think the real tell is going to be that Han Solo movie, which I think is just a trash idea. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe that movie does really well, but I think it's a bad idea. I don't really have a desire to see it. I probably will, because it's Star Wars, but I just... It's kind of shitty. There's a guy like everywhere. No, I know. I like I said, I have high hopes that Episode 8, I really hope that they pull that movie together. It's not just a retread of Empire Strikes Back. We'll see.
Lockdown lifted.
I don't think a Yoda movie would even make sense either. That would just be CGI and would look terrible. Kind of like how they had what's his name look terrible in Rogue One with the CG. That was one of the biggest problems with Rogue One. I can't. Why can't I? I'm blanking on that guy's name. Is it Grand Moff Tarkin? I think that's right. He just looked like that whole thing looked bad, really bad. And the funny thing was, like, people, when I went and saw that movie in the theater, people walked out and thought that was the most amazing thing. I thought it looked terrible. People were talking about how incredible that CG work was on that guy. Like, he just looked like a cartoon character, and it took me out of that movie. Like, I understand why they did it, because it was detrimental to that story, but he just looked bad the entire time. Which is weird, because they used the same CGI technology in Marvel Civil War for Robert Downey Jr., and I thought that looked pretty good. So that's why I was surprised at how bad the Grand Moff Tarkin thing looked. How many more health packs do we have? The screen would stop shaking. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember that looking terrible either. That's why, like, I remember the young Michael Douglas looking okay. And even at the end of Star Wars Rogue One, when they did, like, young Princess Leia, she looked okay because they focused on her for literally, like, 10 seconds. But if they would have lingered on her, I bet you it would have looked a lot worse. I guess I can't stand there. Okay. Can I stand? I can't stand there either. Okay. I'm probably dead. Oh, okay. I didn't realize you could push it forward. I knew I was gonna die. Yeah, I know they do something. I don't know, like, I don't know what the context of it is in Blade Runner, because I haven't seen it yet, but I have heard, like, they did some sort of CG thing in that movie. So. Jeez. Yeah, I realize that now. Did I... This one's open now. That's weird. This was not open earlier. Why I get blown up by that thing at the third part. It shouldn't affect me like the way it does. Whatever, we made it past that trash, so. Me a lot of items, which is never a good sign in these kind of games. not supposed to come down here yet? Yeah, that's what most people have told me. Like, I know, like I said, there's some sort of CG thing in that movie. I just don't know what the context of it is. But everybody's that I've talked to has said it's really good. So it sounds like that technology is coming along better. Oh, that kid. Okay.
Oh, because I probably have to shut them down on both sides, and I was an idiot, and I just kind of went for the one. That's what it is. Jeez, me. I'm just gonna try and run back at this point. Alright. I just realized I don't have any. Not that it matters. Might as well grab all this shit now. Boy, it's 80. It's getting up to 85 degrees in this room. That's kind of nuts for October 21st. What? Oh, do I have to? I might as well grab what's down here. Never have enough ammo. This game still looks really, really damn good. I mean, again, I'm playing it on a high-end PC now, but like for a game that's almost 10 years old, it's really held up incredibly well. You know, sometimes you go back to games from last generation and they have not held up well. Like I especially look at something like I still think it's a really good game, and obviously I'll have that thing up next week about it. But the first Condemned is kind of hard to go back to at times, like just graphically. But I still think it holds up really well in other terms. Oh shit!
Power failure.
Is that it? You got it? Oh my God. You've got it. That's the piece we need. Get to the crew deck.
Yeah, no thanks. I was looking at, I saw something in the weather saying that it might snow next weekend here, which, like, I don't want that. I really don't want that.
Over here! How do we reach you? My phone was out. You got the singularity core, that's not taking it out of here. Get that core, Mr. Don't wait for me! Oh, fuck me.
I see you have to fight this guy because... Alright, I know what we're gonna do here. Back up. At the expense of most of my health, but whatever, I'll take it.
I just lost all of Hammond's vitals. Is he dead?
No, that's not what that means.
It's just us now, Isaac.
Oh, did that kill me? Oh, I came really close to killing
Warning.
me.
Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately. Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately.
Yeah, I see the stream's having some issues here, so I will, I'll check it here in a second. I don't know why. Let me check something.
Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately.
God, my internet, I don't know, like Comcast, where I live, is a piece of shit provider, unfortunately.
Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment.
I guess I'll say, you know what, I'm going to save here and then I'm going to back out and see what's going on with the stream here really quick. It's not what I wanted to see happen right now. Pause the game. Oh, why are you being a piece of shit, OBS? Not sure. We're going to take a quick break here so I can use the restroom and hopefully the stream irons itself out. So I will be right back.